Previously on Judging Amy. Hey, Donna.
Yeah?
You're fired.
Why?
Because you're a lawyer now, Donna. It's time for you to go be one.
Ned bit someone at school yesterday.
That Doherty kid? Cool. Was there blood?
I think he's internalizing our stress.
Maxine, stop.
An agreement.
Stop! You lied to me. Are you trying to get fired? Because I'm not going to do that. If you want out, you have the guts to quit.
You know, if you're not there, you just...
I'm not saying I'm not there.
Amy, I need to see a destination for the two of us, and I need to know that you see one too.
So, let me get this straight. Our mother is now sleeping at some random hotel?
I have no idea if she's sleeping, Vincent. But she said she was at the Barclay Hotel doing some thinking, and we shouldn't worry.
You're not worried?
I'm sick of worrying. No, I know you've stopped writing, but couldn't you do something productive? Wouldn't kill you to clean up here.
Oh, great. Mom's in her thinking spot, and you've taken over the nag. How long is she gonna be gone?
I don't know. I don't care.
Right.
Look, all I know is she went to the Barclay Hotel to talk some kid off the ledge. She ended up renting the room for herself. She says it's pleasant, which is code for I'm feeling sorry for myself, leave me alone.
This is serious, Amy. It's like some kind of bizarre cry for help. We should do something.
You do something. Clean up, write your book, save Mom.
Don't get all Amy on me. You stress, you bark orders. I think you should talk to her.
No, I'm not going to talk to her this time, Vincent. You're her favorite. You talk to her.
Hello?
It's David McLaren.
Hey, hold on. David.
Hey.
I had a dream about you last night.
Oh, really? Hope it was a good one.
Best I've had in a long time.
Yeah. You're going to have to tell me all about it.
Warning, your mother's flirting.
You still on for today? Lunch in the park, autumn sunshine?
Victor asked if I could take him to lunch.
Oh, no. You should go be with Victor. I gotta go. Yes. Dinner sounds great. Just not one of those trendy vapid places. And make reservations. Oh, and make sure they have valet parking. I am not giving you orders. Goodbye. I'm having dinner tonight with David, so if you...
That's fine. I'm having dinner with Dad.
Really? I thought you had a lot of homework.
Yeah, but I can do it after.
Well, I think it's really important that you get your homework done. Call Daddy and reschedule.
Is that like an order?
You stress, you bark orders.
Jimi Hendrix called. He needs his shirt back. Look, you've been spending a lot of time with Dad, and I think that's great. I'm all for it. I'm just wondering if there's a reason why you didn't tell me about dinner until right now.
Well, at least my shirt.
It's not a comeback if you have to come back and say it.
That's Taylor's mom. I gotta go.
Okay, I guess just have a great day. And that's not an order. It's just a friendly suggestion. You went for the studious type, Bruce.
I just read that women who wear glasses are the new sex symbols.
Okay, if you read beyond the headlines, it said that intelligent women are the new sex symbols, some of whom wear glasses. Besides, I've met her. She's not that smart. She probably doesn't even need those glasses. Poser.
Did someone skip her bran flakes this morning?
My mother's hanging out at the Barclay Hotel.
Okay, you gotta explain that.
I could, but it would take years of therapy. She says she needs time and space.
And the cockroaches are just an added bonus? So, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm certainly not going to beg her to come home.
You want my
I
advice?
don't really want to talk about this anymore, Bruce. How's our day looking?
Only thing we've got is a petition for a support mod, and I've got an early b-ball game in Bushnell Park. I was hoping that I can get off early.
I thought I saw a fitness area in the docket.
Oh, I found out Donna's the minors counsel on that case. Yep, her first as an attorney. So I traded with Judge Thomas.
We'll trade back. I can be impartial.
Not with Donna, you can.
Well, she's going to end up in my courtroom at some point. Might as well be now. I promise you, the prosecution and the defense will have an equally fine experience.
What about the rest of us?
I don't know. She's been keeping to herself here, too.
Jiminy Cricket.
Thanks. I'll check that book out. Next scene?
Stay where you are, Sean. Were you two talking about me?
What do you mean?
Vincent, I've known you your entire life. You have never once uttered the words Jiminy Cricket. Why are you here?
I wanted to say hi. Hello. And to ask how you're doing. And to see when you're coming home from that crazy hotel.
I haven't thought about that.
Well, I talked to Amy. And,
I don't need you talking to anyone. What I need is to do my work. And to that end, Sean, Litchfield County has managed not only to lose Anthony Bird, but his caseworker as well. Their records show he was sent back to our jurisdiction around the time she dropped off the face of the planet.
So he's back on our plate.
Precisely. And the case aide who was to transport Robbie Allen called in sick. You need to find a driver.
Kid's already here. Who am I going to get?
Someone with 3 hours to spare. Someone other than me.
How much do drivers make?
It's a 3-hour trip, like $100 for the day.
Take me to my passenger.
Aren't you busy with your writing career?
Well, yeah, I mean, I got to meet the fiction editor at the New Yorker. I got a book signing at noon, but I can spare a few hours.
All right. You're taking him to Mystic? You better read that over. I'll get you the keys to the county car.
Kid got a broken nose, cheekbone, 3 cracked ribs. You're sending him home? Hope Dad's in jail.
Mom is. Here's Robbie now.
All rise.
Good morning. Okay, we have Mr. Petrie here for the state, and Ms. Kozlowski is representing the defense.
I'd just like to thank Judge Gray, who made me take the bar exam and open the results. And
Well, Ms. Kozlowski, we really should get started. Mr. Petrie, you're aware that Ms. Kozlowski used to be my court clerk.
And I have every confidence that Your Honor will remain objective.
Thank you. Okay, the defendant is Carl Sipple.
Right here.
Nice to meet you, but we don't speak out in court. So this hearing is to determine whether Mr. Sipple, who's 13 and accused of attempted murder, is fit to be tried and sentenced in adult court, or if he should remain in juvenile. So, Mr. Petrie, it's your motion.
We refer to the arrest report.
objection. Assumes facts not in evidence.
Sustained. Mr. Petrie?
Permission to submit the arrest report into evidence, Your Honor.
Permission granted.
Objection. Defense has not been furnished with the document.
You don't have an arrest report?
We do, but such was not proffered by the prosecution.
Do you have an extra copy?
If a juvenile commits an adult crime, he should be subject to adult court and the consequences.
For the love of God, Donna, Miss Kozlowski, ask yourself if this objection is merely procedural, and if it is, could you please let it go? Okay.
Miss Lillian, it's Maxine Gray with DCF. Miss Lillian?
I ain't seen Miss Lillian in the longest. 3 months.
Has she moved?
That girl's still there.
Roxanne, her foster child.
Yeah. Nasty disposition. I've never seen you before.
The case was just transferred to me. I have not met Roxanne, but I've worked with Miss Lillian before. Miss Lillian? Anybody home? Yes, I need an ambulance at 254 Sisson Avenue. It's an emergency. Go.
Don't take Weathersfield Avenue, take Capitol.
You're digging up the sewers on Capitol.
And still, it's way closer.
All right, we'll go your way.
Cool car, Vinny.
It's Vincent. It's not my car. This isn't even my real job.
What's your real job?
I'm a writer. This is just temporary.
So I go into a bookstore, your name's gonna be on a book? You carry it around with you. That's so lame.
I had a meeting with my agent when I still had an agent.
You from around here?
I grew up in East Hartford.
And you're still here?
Just moved back.
It's your old house.
Yep.
How old are you?
34. I'm gonna get my own place. It's just temporary.
Dude, your whole life's temporary.
Damn. I knew we should have taken Weathersfield.
She's been a foster parent for 25 years. I placed dozens of children with her.
And she's got a foster kid now?
16-year-old girl.
Betcha she's been cashing the checks DCF sends every week.
Who you talking about, Velvet?
Yes, she is. You're gonna get it now.
Crazy bitch.
What happened to Miss Lillian? How long has she been this way?
Do I look like a doctor to you?
Why didn't you get her help? Have you even been feeding her?
Man, I ain't that lady's maid.
You're a human being. How can you watch someone dying and not lift a finger to help?
Your eyes get big when you yell. Damn, she smell. It's about time they got that nasty stank out of here. Arrest her ass!
All right, just calm down, kid. Hey, kid, calm down now.
Where's your boss? I'm gonna call TV. I'm gonna get 5 on my side.
Do your job, Detective Avery.
That's right. Do your job, Detective Avery.
We'll straighten this out downtown. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand these rights as I've outlined them?
I do.
When you put Carl in the police car, how did he behave?
He bawled like a baby, said he wanted his mommy.
Like a baby? Juvenile?
Your Honor, she's putting words in his mouth.
Ms. Kozlowski, whether this case remains in juvenile depends on the circumstances of the case, not the vocabulary you used.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Did he act like a juvenile at the scene? He acted like a maniac. Busted out all the windows and was swinging a bat at the janitor. The janitor was afraid for his life.
Objection!
Yes, objection. I object. Don't talk about me.
Mr. Sipple, quiet. Now.
I'll rephrase. Were you afraid that he would kill the janitor?
Mr. Sipple, one more outburst and you're gone. Continue, Officer Neville.
I had to use a stun gun to get him to drop the bat. He almost...
Just stop talking about me, okay? I don't like it. No more talking, you hear me? You hear me? No more talking.
Say what happened.
Carl, calm down. Carl, we hear you. We hear you, Carl. Does this get under the influence?
Judge Gray, if I may.
What'd you take, Carl?
I'm not talking about this.
Okay, we're gonna take a recess and counsel in my chambers, please.
Psychotic episode's gonna occur weeks after taking amphetamines.
Was a psych evaluation done in detention?
The state didn't know about his alleged drug use, Your Honor.
Well, Carl's foster mother told his caseworker about it.
Well, that's hearsay. Without expert evaluation, I can't consider substance abuse as a factor in the case.
I had a psychiatrist talk to Carl. He's waiting to testify.
That's unfair surprise. There's no doctor on the witness list. If he's not on the list, he can't testify.
He's right.
It's my first hearing.
Well, that's not good enough. Is the doctor mentioned anywhere? Maybe in pretrial motions?
Yeah, it's here. Dr. Vishnu Singh.
Okay, that will qualify as notice, so we will hear from the good doctor this afternoon. Sorry, Mr. Petrie.
Here you go. A little cold cream to get that ink right off you, Maxine.
You okay, Maxine?
Did you bring her file?
The state's attorney convinced Roxanne that it'd be a mistake to go after a judge's mom.
I don't want special treatment.
That kid deserves special treatment. She being charged?
Well, they can get on theft for cashing the checks, but it's tough to hold a minor to a duty of care.
As I suspected. He'll be gratified to know that one of our colleagues visited Lillian Carver's home last week. He writes in his report that everything looked fine. Roxanne was attending school, spelled S-K-O-O-L, on the regular. That's how it's written, Sean. Attending school on the regular. No one visited that home. Roxanne is not attending S-K-O-O-L, and that is not worth the paper it's scribbled on. When we get back, we need to convene the entire staff.
You can't come back, Maxine.
Why not? Don't be silly. I'm fine.
You struck a child. I have to suspend you pending the investigation. You know the rules.
What about the person who wrote that? No, it doesn't matter. We are to blame. We allow these incompetents to place children, to oversee foster families. They're responsible for people's lives, Sean. We need to do something.
What would you like to do?
Audit every active case file.
You know we don't have the funding for that.
Then call the mayor or the press. Tell them we need more money in order to do this work properly. Children are missing. People are getting hurt.
You're getting hysterical, which never solves anything.
What does, Sean? Anthony Bird has disappeared. Miss Lillian is near death. This happened on your watch. Are you afraid that if you tell them how bad it is, they'll blame you? What kind of a leader are you? Get off your ass! Get out of the office! And show some backbone for a change. I take it you're my ride?
You married?
Not anymore.
She dumped you, huh?
That's not your business.
She dumped you.
The traffic really cost us.
Want some cheese with your wine? Hey, there's a rest stop. Pull over. I need to take a leak.
You went before we left.
I gotta pee, Vinny. This is child abuse.
This isn't a road trip. Just delivering you. I'm not getting paid by the hour. We're not stopping. You're a wrestler? 2 all-state pins. That's impressive. I wasn't into sports.
No kidding.
You're lucky. Next year, colleges will line up for you.
Nah, I'm done with wrestling.
But you're all-state.
Been in that crap hole for 8 months. I haven't been training. I'm just gonna go out on top.
Sounds a little like quitting to me.
A $500 plate dinner to support the Wadsworth Athenaeum.
No.
The visa application has a picture of the Saybrook Lighthouse on it.
No.
Okay. A Dennis and Simsbury. $100 off teeth whitening.
I thought you went through all this stuff.
I am not going to repeat the croissant incident.
A coupon for a free croissant sandwich is not junk mail. It's lunch.
It uses a laser. Next big thing.
If I don't stop soon, I think my butt's gonna be the next big thing.
You look great and you know it. Okay.
Someday we have to clean up this desk. It's chaos.
The Beast? That's the reason why I agreed to work with you. When I met you, I'm sorry, I was like, no way. Perfect people make bad bosses. And then I saw your desk. It made you more,
So not perfect.
human. I like your chaos. We're due back to court. Let's go.
The hospital's keeping Carl for observation, so this afternoon should be uneventful.
Is that your phone?
Hello?
Judge Gray, David McLaren.
Oh, the hot guy from the prosecutor's office. How can I help you?
We have a dinner table at 8 at the not-too-trendy Cucina di Pesce. And they validate.
Excellent.
Any further orders, boss? I'm available for duty.
Right. I'll see you inside. David?
Neighbors.
I'll see you tonight.
When I was in college, I wrote this short story that won a big prize. Someone said I should turn it into a book, which scared the hell out of me. I wasn't even going to try. But it kept bugging me. What if I could do it? Then I would be a real writer. I realized then that regret is worse than fear. So I gave it a shot, and now I'm a writer. He's driving a foster care cab. Never mind.
You ever write anything else?
You mean like another book?
Not like a letter. You wrote this in '99? That's like 5 years ago.
Writing's a process. It takes its own time. You can't rush it.
Sounds a little like quitting to me.
Miss Lillian?
You're lovely, Mrs. Gray.
You should know Roxanne is in custody.
What for?
She forged your name. She was cashing your DCF and Social Security checks.
She's so clever. I suppose someone had to pay the rent.
If she paid the rent, then I'm Mary, Queen of Scots. It's likely that Roxanne will plead guilty to theft and be sent to juvenile detention. Unfortunately, she cannot be held legally accountable for what she did to you.
What she did to me?
Allowing you to become so ill. She didn't care for you at all.
Whatever gave you the idea that Roxanne doesn't care for me?
Miss Lillian, the doctor said that you hadn't eaten for weeks.
I couldn't eat. I had a stomach virus.
You were so dehydrated that your kidneys had all but shut down.
You're exaggerating, Mrs. Gray. Roxanne cares for me. She cares for me. You probably have a lot of people in your life. Family, friends, people you work with. It's nice not to be alone, isn't it?
Prolonged use of amphetamines can result in psychiatric disorders, such as paranoia, which induces aggressive behavior.
How do the drugs control the brain?
Your Honor, is this a psychology class or a courtroom?
I'm setting the stage. So, Doctor...
Doctor, is the defendant's disorder treatable?
Carl's disorder was caused by the drugs. If he stops using, the symptoms will subside within weeks.
And the risk of violent outbursts diminished.
So long as he's not using, absolutely.
Can a patient... If the addiction goes untreated?
His aggressive episodes could become increasingly frequent.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor, that's all.
So your prognosis is that Carl's disorder can be cured?
With proper intervention, yes.
Thank you. Now you may step down.
Well, look, the boy's an addict. The adult system's going to eat him alive. He needs to be tried here in juvenile where we can get him the treatment.
That's the way you feel, Your Honor, then that's the way you should rule.
Well, if I rule that way, then you will appeal, getting a second chance to put him into adult court. I want you to withdraw your motion so you can't appeal.
Are we off the record? I agree with you. But the essay makes us take all juvenile felonies to adult court.
Well, let's get him in here.
Morris Reardon himself in juvie?
3 o'clock.
Works for me.
How's calling?
Thanks. Both of you.
Hi. Sorry, I had a meeting in Stamford.
Peter, this is Dr. Stoga, the psychologist from Ned's preschool.
Hi, nice to meet you. I know I'm late, so I'll get right to it. You're not expelling our son. I don't want him hurting anyone, but I mean, biting, that's what kids do.
Biting is an indicator of emotional distress. When your wife told us about the separation...
It's my fault. I'm the primary caregiver, and obviously I'm not giving Ned what he needs.
That can be the case.
Hold it right there. I'm sure our separation has affected Ned. It's affected me, too, way more than I anticipated. But Jillian is a wonderful mother. She's attentive, nurturing, loving, and I'm sure if Ned has any problems at all, we'll deal with them. But let me assure you that his mother is not the cause.
We agree with you, Mr. Gray. We've tested Ned. His IQ is at the root of his biting.
Ned's not slow.
Actually, he tested at a genius level. He's biting because he's bored.
Oh.
Nice watch. And my girlfriend gave it to me.
It's a nice girlfriend. You gonna see her when you go home?
I wrote her a couple letters. She didn't write back.
That sucks. She go to your school?
Private school.
Well, stop by, see her there. Bring her a rose.
She probably doesn't want to see me. I don't want to make it worse for her.
Remember, regret's worse than fear.
You use the rose thing to try to get your wife back? I didn't mean that to bust.
That's a fair question. You were right. My wife did dump me. She got sick, and yeah, I took care of her, but I wasn't there for her the way she needed. Her doctor was strong. I mean, not just medically. He's a rock. She ended up with him. But I don't think she left because of him. I think she left because of me. You don't care about this.
Is she okay now?
She's in remission.
Well, if she's better and you're better, maybe she'd want to be with you again. No regret, right?
I'm gonna hit the men's room. I'll get you home, okay?
Mr. Reardon, what purpose is served by sending a drug-addicted adolescent to adult prison?
Well, that question assumes we'll win the trial. Your Honor should have more faith in your former clerk.
Since you become state's attorney, has your office ever allowed a youth accused of a felony to be tried in juvenile court?
I'm sure we have.
Great. Well, great. I'd love to know the name of that case.
I'll have to get back to you.
Call my office by 5 p.m. today.
I was elected because I'm tough on crime. Felons are tried in adult court regardless of their age.
That policy violates the reason that juvenile courts were set up. We treat children differently. We don't allow them to vote or drive or buy alcohol or cigarettes. We don't allow them to enlist in the army or get married or enter into contracts. We do so because we recognize the children do not fully comprehend the consequences of their actions. We do so to protect them. That's why the legislature gives juvenile court judges greater leeway in criminal sentencing. If you keep the case here, I will make sure that Carl gets the treatment that he needs. If he goes to the adult court, he's lost. Mr. Reardon, you have the opportunity here to do the right thing. Take it.
Well, since my office will have many other cases before Your Honor, that would be the wisest choice.
I don't like that insinuation, Mr. Reardon. I decide each case based on its own merit, regardless of my level of respect for the attorneys involved.
I apologize, Judge Gray. I didn't mean to offend. We'll withdraw the motion.
Thank you for your time. And, Mr. Reardon, make sure to call my office. I'm just dying to know the name of that felony case.
I'll look into it.
So I assume you're willing to accept a guilty plea, Mr. Petrie?
Yes, Your Honor.
And, Ms. Kozlowski, if your client's willing to plead, I'm ready to sentence.
It was our original hope. I can make my summation.
We can skip closing statements. Okay, the minor will spend 3 months in Middlesex Psychiatric, followed by 5 years probation, the terms of which will include that he remain drug-free. We're in recess.
Pick up scramble.
Did you see that kid I was with?
Yeah?
I mean, do you know where he went?
I seen him go around back. He's probably checking out the woods. The leaves are pretty this time of year. It's fall. They change colors.
I've heard about that. Thanks.
Robbie! Robbie, this isn't funny! Robbie!
Hey, Vinny, a guy in the diner said there's a waterfall in here.
Get back to the car.
Yeah, I'm going to the falls.
Like hell you are.
You gonna stop me?
All right, fine. Be a jerk. If you don't care when we get home. You don't want to go home. That's what this whole take the slow road, stop for snacks, eat for 2 hours, disappear in the woods extravaganza is all about. That's right. That's it, isn't it? I read your file. I know that your mom is in jail for abusing you. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, that's what I like to talk about.
I didn't mean like. I'm sorry. It's the wrong word.
Okay, no wonder you're driving that stupid car instead of writing.
You're the oldest of 6?
You read the file.
The youngest are triplets, 4 years old. That must have been tough on your mom. That's what was happening, right? I mean, and she go after them and you put yourself in between. That's a hell of a role for you to play. Maybe it's good that she's out of the house.
Don't blame her. She had them all day. Those 3 just getting everything. Yeah, she just forget that they're little kids. And I wasn't much help.
You had to go to school. What could you do?
I don't know, something.
The night that she was arrested, they took you away in an ambulance and she didn't have a mark on her. You didn't fight back.
She's my mom.
What about your dad?
When she lose it, he'd go to his workshop. And I'm supposed to stop her. He wouldn't do anything.
Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he wasn't strong.
Yeah, well, screw him.
You have a right to be pissed, but believe me, he knows how much he failed you. I guarantee you that.
The way he looks at me, he blames me for the whole thing. He cares about her, not me. He hates me.
He had to petition the court to get you home. He's okay with you, Robbie. The question is, are you okay with him? And you too. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break.
Congratulations on your victory.
I didn't win.
Well, your client avoided adult court.
Well, thanks to you.
And he's getting the help that he needs.
Again, thanks to you. You're the one that deserves congratulations. Because that's the way you like it.
Ouch. Am I missing something here?
You hijacked my case. You cut me short. You examined my witnesses.
You meander. I have to move things along.
When my client lost it, you didn't give me the chance to calm him down.
I'm not going to apologize for restoring order to my courtroom.
You negotiated with the SA.
It's a hearing, not a trial. Don't be upset because I did my job.
I'm upset with you because you did mine. You had to control the whole thing. I mean, it felt like you were afraid I'd fail, and that would reflect badly on you since you were my mentor, so you made sure I wouldn't.
Donna, I shepherded your case the way I would do any first-time attorneys, but I was fair.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but Ted, the marshal, just said that your mother was arrested.
What?
Yeah, he thought we knew. I guess it happened this morning.
Hi, can I come in?
I was taking a nap.
I won't stay long. How long do you plan to stay here?
I don't know. I would really like to lie down.
You gonna tell me what happened today, Mom? Everyone at the courthouse was talking. They assumed I knew.
I'm sorry to embarrass you.
I don't deserve that. Why are you so angry?
It does not appear I'm the one who's angry.
You hit a girl? You abandoned your family?
I did not abandon
Well,
anyone.
that's the way it feels, Mom. Just like when I was in high school. Is it starting again, Mom? Is it? Because I'm not going to rescue you this time. I can't. I really can't.
I have not asked you to do anything, Amy. I really need to rest.
We're raising a genius.
An adopted genius. Nature's a big part of intellect.
So is nurture.
Did you mean what you said about me being a good mother?
You're the best. Good night.
Good night.
Gotta work on your free throws.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Working off stress.
How's your mother?
That would be the stress I'm working off.
Right. You want to grab a beer? I know a little dive. If you don't care how you smell, they don't either.
I think that Donna needs to understand how this new lawyer-judge dynamic works.
Don't we all? Give it time. You can't just make it happen.
Do you think I come across as a control freak?
Confident, deliberate, assertive. All things that make a good judge.
What can I get you?
2 beers, please.
How about a pitcher and 2 mugs?
Why not?
Why not?
So, I'm backpacking through Europe, and I meet this guy in the metro in Paris, and he's just so French and gorgeous, and he's an artist. His whole life is committed to his painting, and we have this amazing connection, and we're like inseparable for a whole week. And then he shows me his paintings, and they suck. And I realized that it doesn't matter if they're French; it still doesn't make them interesting.
So, she tells me to call her Azina, as in the warrior princess.
Did you call her Zena?
I called her a cat.
She's like this immovable object in my life. I can't get past her. I can't get around her. Everywhere I turn, there she is, and she's just huge.
Mothers, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I just want to move on with my life, you know? I don't want to care about her moods and opinions and what she's doing to herself and those around her. I just want to walk away. I want to not care.
So why don't you?
Because she'll die.
See you around, Robbie.
Not if I see you first. I want to see what you have to say. In your book.
You're the only one.
Hi. So sorry I'm late. My mother got arrested.
Yeah, I heard. Is that where you were? You just...
Yeah, I was. Earlier. And then I went running and ran into Bruce and Anyway, I'm so sorry I missed dinner and I can make you something here.
You were with Bruce this whole time?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't plan it. We drank some beer. I just needed to vent. And we were just fooling around. He told this really funny story about, like, Xena in a cab. I mean, I can't remember it right now, but you can get him to tell you. And anyway, now I'm here with you, which is where I want to be.
I'm glad your mom's okay. Like an early day.
Don't leave, please. Don't leave, David. Are you mad at me? Do you want to go to the restaurant? I can change. Please.
Don't change.
No, don't leave. Please.
This is not what I expected.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Jane Eyre.
Amy Gray, actually. Ha.
Just a second while I wash up.
Don't worry, I'll be here all week. And don't forget to tip your orderlies.
Ms. Gray, I'm Dr. Jacobs.
Charmed. Oh, really, are you charmed? Because I'm giving you my best stuff here.
You haven't been waiting too long, have you?
Well, about 25 pages.
That's not so bad.
I'm a slow reader. I like to absorb. I mean, I don't have nearly as much time to read as I'd like. I'm a judge, and the paperwork's boundless, and well, my kid has needs that are totally unpredictable.
I see you're about to turn 40 in a couple of months.
Does it show?
It says here that you've not seen a doctor in almost 5 years.
Dentists are doctors.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Sorry.
Do you know that you have a rather large mass in your breast?
Yep.
May I help you?
Yeah, Amy Gray. I have a 7:15.
First time with us?
Yes.
And your primary care physician is?
I don't have one.
Please fill out your complete medical history.
Well, that'll be easy. Because this whole disease column, it's no all the way down the line. No, 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 definitely no, never.
Fill it out, Miss Gray.
Here you go.
2 hours in a dentist chair?
Yeah. Yeah, and the worst part was 2 hours of dentist breath fuming its way through that little mask.
No cavities, though.
Please.
That's a long time for a routine cleaning.
Yeah, well, you know, he had to do this thing. He, numbed my mouth so he could drill sort of a pre-cavity. God, freaking music. What is this song? Bruce, help me out.
I don't think that's a song. I don't think that's a note.
I'm gonna stop and get a muffin and coffee at the cafeteria.
With your mouth all numb? Want to bite your tongue off?
Oh, yeah. The side of my face isn't hanging all droopy dog, is it?
No, but you kind of look like a stroke victim when you smile. It's freaking me out. To be honest.
Maxine, have you plastered the town with these pictures of Anthony Byrd?
Plastered is perhaps not the word I would choose.
You're barely back from your latest suspension, and you do this.
The missing children's website generated a computer image of Anthony as he might look today. I think it's a very valuable tool. Is that him? Anthony is here? How did you find him?
It's not Anthony, Maxine.
Well, it certainly looks like
But it's not. It's not him.
Can you tell me your name?
Yes, Louis. Louis. Louis.
And how old are you, Louis?
He's 5. 5 years old and getting hassled by police. Us being dragged from here to there because he looks like this child.
I put a few of these up at the library and a few at ATMs and supermarkets.
My supermarket. Where the checkout girl thinks I've stolen my own baby.
There was an anonymous tip to the Bureau. They picked up Mrs. Douglas from Louis.
Miss Douglas, Louis, you have my sincere apology. I'm so sorry you were scared, Louis. It's just that you do look so much like Anthony.
2 days ago, I'm buying lipstick in Barrington's. I look over and some crazy sales lady is kneeling down, holding Louis's hands, telling him he is Anthony Byrd.
We are so sorry.
Wearing that stupid lab coat, telling him he doesn't remember, but she was his social worker.
Evelyn Worth?
Yes, Evelyn. That's what her name tag said. I was gonna report her, but I wanted to get Louis out of there.
Excuse me. Maxine, where are you going?
Evelyn Worth was the last person in charge of Anthony Byrd. If I can find her at Barrington's makeup counter, I will get the answers I need.
Even if it is her, how do you know she's going to be of any help? She had a breakdown.
She burned out, Sean. As many social workers do, because she cared too much. Believe me, she will not have forgotten this little boy.
Peter?
He's peering into my soul. I feel it.
You say that about the neighbor's cat. You're at the block, sweetie. Daddy and I need to talk. Okay, so here are the schools that I feel are best equipped to nurture Ned's potential.
I don't want to send him to some commune where they specialize in turning smart kids into freaks.
It doesn't do that.
Weird compulsions like uncontrollable rewiring of household appliances, facial tics, and rejection.
The Norman King School focuses just as intently on the development of social skills as it does on the academics.
Ah, the savants leading the savants.
Peter.
Maybe we should homeschool him.
Oh, yeah. Those homeschooled kids are never weird. Why are you resisting this?
I want him to be normal.
Well, he's not normal. He's gifted. And he should be in a school where he doesn't have to bite people to be truly seen.
Mom, Dad, look what I made. It's the Eiffel Tower, the real one in France. Hi, would you
Don't
like
do
to
it.
try- Here to
I'm
try
allergic.
on. May
I will call the police. Evelyn Worth? Evelyn?
Maxine Gray, please, just go away.
Before you cut off contact with DCF, you took care of Anthony Byrd.
I can't talk about this now.
Oh, we are going to talk about it.
Please, I don't want to get fired.
You're concerned about your job?
You try getting work at my age. Just try it with no employment record and not a single reference after a life of hard, heartbreaking work.
You chose to make yourself a missing person, Miss Worth. Your choice, your luxury. This little boy did not choose to disappear. I'm not leaving. You will tell me everything you know. I'm finding Anthony Byrd today.
All rise.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Appearances?
Steve Nashty, prosecutor.
Oh, Donna Kozlowski, minor's attorney.
Well, your client, Avi Gould, seems to be a serial practical joker.
Objection. The word serial invokes an image most associated with sociopathy, a connotation which takes a benign behavior and pathologizes it when such a pathology has neither been proven nor substantiated in any way, Your Honor.
Sustained. But please be aware that we are running behind schedule.
Yes, Your Honor. Point for us.
Okay, Avi Gould is charged with aggravated felony assault.
Actually, we were met with an unanticipated zero-tolerance demand from teachers across the state, Your Honor, and we have upped the charge on the most recent incident to one that befits the seriousness of the crime.
Attempted murder?
What?
We think it's appropriate.
Avi Gould is accused of baking chocolate-flavored laxatives into a batch of brownies and placing them in the teacher's lounge where they were subsequently eaten.
Piggishly devoured.
Subsequently eaten by Mr. Viskupek, the biology teacher.
With a previously undisclosed case of ulcerative colitis.
He's in the hospital. He almost excreted to death, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nasty.
Nasty.
Well, why wasn't this petition formally amended earlier?
We found new information. We acted on it as quickly as we could.
When did you find it?
Thursday evening. In the shower. Around 9.
Would you like to take a short recess? Would you like to call a short recess?
No. No. Mr. Nasty, I read your motion, and though I appreciate the gravity of the allegations and the consequences thereof, I believe a charge of attempted murder is not warranted and wouldn't give the defense adequate time to prepare. So, it's your call, but I recommend we go with felony assault and see how we do from there.
Yes, Your Honor.
When was Anthony transferred into your care?
Close, please. Late summer 2001, I'm pretty sure.
Were you his only caseworker?
No, he was not my only case.
No, Miss Worth, may we agree that my allowing you to hold a metal object within a hair's breadth of my eyeball is evidence that we're on the same side?
Even the slightest accusation that I did not care for that boy. When I left DCF, they promised me Anthony would be taken care of. His case was assumed by my supervisor.
And your supervisor's name?
Larry Feiner. He's a politician now. I quit the job because it was killing me, Mrs. Gray.
When was the last time you saw Anthony?
Well, his grandma showed up in 2002.
So you placed Anthony with his grandmother?
Only to remove him 6 months later. She's in a nursing home now, Alzheimer's. Go like this.
What?
Do this.
home.
Before Anthony's grandma showed up, Anthony lived in a group home. I was so sure she'd provide a better life for him.
All right, this is quite a lot of information. So could we just, could you concentrate on the last time you saw Anthony?
You know, I don't need this at all. I am not to blame.
I'm not blaming you.
Oh, no.
I'm grateful for the wealth of information. I am. It's been a frustrating search until now, until you. Please forgive me for being over anxious. Please.
Hello? Anybody?
Judge Gray, got a message. Dr. Jacobs called.
When?
You were on the line, so I didn't put him through.
Well, I decide.
Okay.
Dr. Jacobs' office? Yes, Amy Gray again. A-Y. Yes.
We'll have the results back in a few hours.
So the last time you saw Anthony Bird was the night you removed him from his grandmother's home.
Yes, she called me claiming Anthony was acting up, banging his head on the wall.
But she was hitting him. So then where did you place him?
I paid a temp foster mom to take him.
So the last time that you saw Anthony in the flesh, the last place you saw him was at this temp foster parent's home.
Leona Vasquez.
How are we doing, ladies?
I feel reborn. Could you write down all of the products that you mentioned exactly? You know, every one that you mentioned, and their stock numbers as well.
Of course. Thank you.
She's awfully good.
I am returning Dr. Jacobs' return call.
Okay, can you please hold?
No, actually, I don't have time to...
On your tippy toes, please.
Yikes. Cold?
Sorry about that. It's going to start moving in on you now.
Yeah, I feel that. Ooh, it's getting a little tight. Wow. Is there a sensor on this thing? Like a mammogram genie, so it knows not to crush me? Subway doors are more forgiving than this.
Don't move.
Okay.
Good. Got it. Now the other side, honey.
State your name, please.
Stacy.
I'm sorry. Again, please.
Stacy Green.
I'm sorry, Miss Green. Is that a cat?
Very disruptive, isn't it? Exhibit A, the Meower. A remote-controlled feline whine operated by Avi Gould from outside the last PSAT exam held at Hartford High.
Objection? Relevance? Is this a joke?
To Avi Gould, apparently it was. But to committed students like Stacy Green, who were trying to achieve that day, I don't think so.
I'd like to point out Inspector Gadget failed to disclose this meower in pretrial discovery.
Okay, kids. What is the relevance here?
I'm establishing a pattern of inappropriate behavior.
Well, the only inappropriate behavior that's established thus far is yours, Mr. Nashty. Seriously, stop it. Go on.
Stacy, you were at the aforementioned PSAT during the meowing incident?
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened?
There was meowing.
But was the exam delayed by the indefatigable meowing?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
And you feel this delay, this disruption, affected your performance?
All of us, definitely.
Thank you.
You say it affected you.
Yeah. We were really nervous. Instead of getting it over with, we had to watch our proctor go crazy looking for a fake cat. It took like 10 minutes to get everybody to stop laughing.
And how did you feel starting the exam after that big laugh?
Relaxed, actually. They should probably do that every year.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next witness, Mr. Nasty. Nasty.
I'm expecting one more, Your Honor. Mr. Elliot Morgan, school janitor.
And the relevance is?
Well, the day Mr. Viscupik ate the laxative brownies and had near-fatal diarrhea, Mr. Morgan was on duty.
Why don't we take a recess? Recess. Yes, he was, Mr. Nasty.
This isn't a motel. I had 5 of my own children upstairs.
I understand, Miss Vasquez, but you did take money from Miss Worth to keep Anthony here for the night.
She calls me at 4 o'clock in the morning. She's begging. She's hysterical. So I say, all right, bring him over so I can get my own family back to sleep. Maybe she gave me $20 for my trouble. I don't remember. But I put him in this bed. And he slept all night till the guy from DCF came for him in the morning.
What was the man's name?
He didn't tell me.
A guy shows up at your door, claiming to be with DCF, and you just handed Anthony over?
He had an ID badge just like yours. Maybe I shouldn't have let you in.
Mom. Mommy.
Excuse me.
Oh, certainly. Larry Feiner, please. It's Maxine Gray calling for the 4th time. If I told you it was Cheryl Teagues, would you finally put me through? She was a sex symbol back in... how old are you? Young woman, put me through to Mr. Feiner this minute. Assemblyman Feiner, finally. Hello. Yes, I am quite optimistic about finding Anthony. I'm calling from Leona Vasquez's house. Well, Evelyn Worth seems to think that you know of her quite well. Yes, I located her this morning. No, you may not call me back. I don't care about your... hello?
Avi, how many siblings do you have?
3.
What kind of grades do you get?
B's. Mostly C's.
On any teams?
Sports? No.
Girlfriend?
No. No.
And your parents, what do they do?
My dad works for the phone company and my mom's a mom.
Do you get in trouble with them a lot?
No.
Okay. Did you know what the laxatives were when you put them in the brownies?
Yeah.
What did you expect was going to happen?
I expected, some of the teachers to get the runs.
Were you targeting any teacher in particular?
No, it's totally random. That's the point of the game.
The game?
Flush and roulette, we call it. A few of us bet on which teacher would have to clench and run. I didn't know Mr. V had that stomach thing. If I did, I never would have done it.
I didn't think anyone would get so sick.
Was Mr. Viskevich one of your teachers?
No, but he's a really great guy. I've been visiting him in the hospital. He shows me card games. He taught me craps. Guys, shut up!
Oh, okay, guys, I know it's difficult, but let's all make an effort to show some respect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Avi, why did you get so upset just then?
Because they're laughing.
Don't you go out of your way to make people laugh?
Sometimes just happens.
Avi, when you mean for it to happen, how does that make you feel?
Good. Like, safe, I guess.
Safe from what?
Safe from what, Avi?
I don't know.
Okay. So, attention's pretty cool.
She's drawing conclusions, Your Honor.
Well, there's no jury here, and you can rest assured I can draw my own conclusions. But do stick to questions, Miss Kozlowski.
May I have nothing further?
Yeah.
Do you think the brownies would hurt the teachers?
No.
Stomach aches don't hurt.
Yeah, but...
Ever had diarrhea?
Yes.
Was it pleasant? How did you think the victims would feel, emotionally?
I didn't think about it.
People laughing? Watching them squirm?
I don't know.
Tell me about the time you had diarrhea. Where did you eat them? How many times did you have to go to the bathroom? Does humiliation hurt, Avi? Does humiliation hurt?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Larry Finer's office.
Is he there, please?
Yes. Who's calling?
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. In here?
You can't go in there. Mr. Finer?
Mr. Finer? Where are you? Mr. Finer!
Mrs. Gray? What are you doing?
What are you doing, Mr. Finer? Anthony Bird is missing because of your former department's criminal inefficiency.
And I told you, all of my records were handed over to my successor, and you should take it up with her.
What is your investment, sir, in keeping Anthony Bird a missing child?
All right, okay. This accusation is paranoid. It's inappropriate, and it's slanderous. Call security.
I have.
I just need a few minutes of your time, sir.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Finer. Mr.
Let's go, ma'am.
Oh, get off me. Get your hand off of me.
Holy moly. Peter, the school is incredible. They have 6-year-olds building bridges with uncooked pasta, making girder designs out of spaghetti.
Great. My kid's going to High Carb Elementary.
They take the kids on safari in Africa. They learn languages and different cultures through their student body's own ethnic diversity. Sounds like a really open and enriching environment.
Maybe you should apply.
How about this outfit for the picture?
Is the caption "Little Gay Stripper"?
What about this?
Oh, yeah. Our son hopes to get into a prestigious school, but in the meantime, he's the maitre d' at Red Lobster.
Vincent, what are you doing here? I thought that you were doing some paralegal work.
Really? Foster kids not tipping enough?
I'm doing both, driving and typing. Look, I'm on your side, Jillian. This guy wants to throw Ned to the wolves of public school.
I thought we went over this.
First, we have to get approved for the scholarship.
You get approved, you have no money.
And second, we all went to public school, and we're just fine.
I'm not. You know where I felt like a freak, Peter? In class with the normal kids.
Normal kids?
That's right. I could dumb it down. I had to pretend that I didn't know things so I would fit in.
That is such elitist crap. You tested well, so what?
So here I am, eating Hot Pockets at home at the age of 34.
Instead of what? Bringing about world peace? God, I hope Ned doesn't grow up and blame me for all the things he didn't do in his life.
Hey, I thought being understimulated and misunderstood were feelings that you might relate to, Peter Frampton.
Guys!
Look at me. I'm a cautionary tale. Do whatever you have to get Ned into that school.
Here's the mass right here.
Wow.
Is there any history in your family of fibrous breast tissue? Mother? Sisters?
Not that I know of.
I'd like to do a needle aspiration. I'd prefer to do it right now, if you have the time.
What does that involve?
I'll use a hollow needle to extract a piece of the mass to be studied. It's fast. We'll have the results back in a few hours.
Sure, let's do it. Sorry.
Amy?
Hi.
I never beg unless I have to. I know it's short notice, but there's no time. I am very close to locating Anthony Bird. I have people and with stories, well, pieces of stories, really, and I need a court order.
What for?
To get these people to meet later on this afternoon at Barrington's department store. The key person, the key woman, Evelyn Worth, she works there. Now, she has run before. She's very skittish, emotional. If I ask anything of her, she will run again. And I know that she'll be there until 6. If I can get everyone there, you'll be accountable, in front of others. If I can get this knot of lies untied, Anthony Bird will fall out of the center and into my hands.
Well, let me think about
I don't need for you to think about it, Amy. I've done the thinking. Just do it, please.
I can't do it for you, Mother. Because of our connection. You know that. But take the Mom. Take your list of names to Judge Wilder. He's creative. Tell him I sent you.
Thanks.
Is that it?
Yes. We are here to find out where Anthony Bird is. And we're not leaving until we come up with an answer.
Yeah, I don't know what I can tell you, but
Miss Worth, what happened between the time you removed Anthony from his grandmother's house and the time he arrived at Miss Vasquez's house at 4 a.m.?
I drove around with Anthony in my car for hours. There I am on my cell phone, pitching the kid, selling him to potential foster placements. He's so well behaved. Suddenly it's 4 a.m. and nobody wants him.
Did you call Mr. Feiner?
Yes.
not until the next day you didn't.
Maybe, but you knew Anthony was at Leona's. You knew her status.
Miss Worth, what did you do next?
I called Leona and bribed her with all I had in my wallet.
That's a lie. I didn't ask you for anything.
You didn't even want to talk about taking him until I offered you money.
I was sick of bailing you out.
Derailing. Who went to pick up Anthony?
I don't know. It was years ago. After Evelyn went on stress leave, I know I reassigned Anthony to another caseworker. It was Hannah King.
Hannah King? The Hannah King who was notorious statewide for falsifying records?
At the time, I thought she was doing her job. She reported that Anthony was at his grandmother's house, that she was doing home visits once a month, and Anthony's checks were being cashed.
His checks were being cashed? And that was sufficient proof for you? I need to talk to Hannah King.
She died 6 months ago, cancer.
It is my contention that Mr. Viscupic continually welcomed Avi to his bedside because he was heartened by Avi's remorse. He wanted to see that consequences be shared by someone other than himself and his poor wife. And Avi's regret satisfied him. And it should satisfy us. Avi didn't intend to inflict serious bodily harm. He intended to get attention, to make people laugh, to feel some power in an environment in which a very normal, average, unremarkable kid by popular standards can feel powerless and vulnerable. Life, for an adolescent especially, is a fierce test of emotional survival. When you think funny is all you have, you use it.
Thank you, Miss Kozlowski, for that closing statement. It was articulate and well prepared. I'm glad we heard it. And yours too, Mr. Nachty. But I'm stuck on a particular theme today. One that bespeaks notions of health. Health of ourselves, health of our children. And that is catching things early. Where was everybody along the way? When Avi was overturning desks or crazy gluing textbooks or planting fake excrement, where were the authorities? The classmates who thought better of it? The parents, the siblings, the friends, saying no. Saying, at its heart, this is not a laughing matter. Don't you dare take another step further. The value of holding people accountable early is more profound than any punishment over a later, greater offense. Consciousness is a better teacher than consequence. And we need boundaries. Boundaries tell us where the danger begins. So, Avi, I am sentencing you to probation on the lesser included charge of misdemeanor assault. You must refrain from practical jokes, maintain a B average or above. You will attend at least 6 family therapy sessions, and you will join the school theater troupe. Now, Mr. Van Exel has spoken with the drama teacher, who has kindly faxed over audition information about the upcoming winter production, which is what, Mr. Van Exel?
Pippin.
Oh.
Pippin. Pippin it is. But good luck. Next case. Miss Kozlowski.
Yes?
A moment, please. Funny is not all you have.
Look what I found. It was in the grass beside the driveway.
In the grass?
It's gonna snow tonight. I need to ask you something. When I was a kid, did you and Dad ever consider sending me to a special school? Yeah, because of my test scores.
I don't remember.
How could you not remember? I tested off the charts. It was a big deal made of it. There were meetings with the principal. What? You don't remember?
That was a lifetime ago.
Not to me. Look, I know that Dad was sick and you had your hands full. But I feel like you didn't see me what I needed. I mean, maybe if you had just...
Oh, Ned, that's the application. Be careful. Can we put this in the mail tonight?
Vincent was onto something. I'm scared of losing Ned.
He's your son. You'll never lose him.
What if my instinct is to hold him back? What if I'm afraid he'll surpass me sooner than I can handle?
I believe that no matter how hard it is for you, that you will do what you believe is right for him.
I don't even live under the same roof he does. And here we are handing him over to other people.
Peter, we have an adopted genius for a son. He's going to be asking us questions that we can't answer soon. But no matter what school he goes to, and regardless of what happens between us, we're his family.
I just wish his childhood would last a little longer.
Me too.
You've reached the McLaren residence. Leave a message.
Hi, David. It's Amy calling and talking and driving. Very busy over here. So, you're probably screening. Being driven crazy by me. Watching my number on your call screen. My number's really irritating you right about now. There is something going on with me. Nothing massive. Not a big deal. Oh, God, I hate this. So I'm just gonna say it. I need you. There, I said it. Don't make me say it again. I need you, David McLaren. Call me or come over. Or hello.
Amy Gray?
Yes,
Please hold for Dr. Jacobs. He needs to talk to you about your test results.
thank you. Stupid song.
Amy, it's just a cyst. Completely benign.
Good.
These things can cause problems down the line, though, so I'd like to set up a schedule and track it.
Yeah, I'll call tomorrow. Thank you. Muskrat love. It's a muskrat love. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Previously on Judging Amy. I know your mother died when you were 10.
11.
11.
I won't stand by as your wife, your friend, your whatever the hell we are, and watch you go backwards. I want you to be happier than you were.
Get off your ass! Get out of the office! And show some backbone for a change.
She's like this immovable object in my life. I just want to walk away. I want to not care.
So why don't you?
Because she'll die. Shouldn't you turn the lights and the sirens on?
Mother's stable. There's black ice all over the street. We don't want people panicking.
Really, I'm fine. You're not supposed to be back here. You let her back here because she's pretty or because she's a judge?
You're a judge?
Don't mind her. She gets cranky when she's had a heart attack.
I did not have a heart attack. I'm fine, really. Just, you can take me.
Mom, let them do their job.
Take
Mom,
me.
no.
Ma'am?
No,
Please.
stop
No.
it.
Ma'am,
Stop.
please, ma'am,
Would you let
please. Calm down.
Oh, my God,
Ma'am,
Mom.
ma'am,
Mom?
sit down, please. Sit down. Carlos, let's go, man. Move, move!
Excuse me. Looking for Maxine Gray.
Just follow that guy. ICU's 4th floor.
Thank you. Hey, Bruce.
David?
Amy call you too?
Yeah.
Maxine Gray? Why aren't they talking to us?
They'll talk to us when they have something to tell us.
They have nothing to tell us, and tell us that.
Any news? Oh, it's bad, isn't it?
No, we haven't even talked to the doctor yet.
Oh, thank God. Coffee?
Look, she had a heart attack. We might as well start getting our heads around it.
We don't know that for sure. Could be her blood sugar, could be anything.
Oh, come on. Her age, her risk factors had to be a heart attack.
This is exactly what's wrong with this country. Insurance people who think they're doctors.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you prefer I soften it for you? She's going to be fine. They'll send her home with a couple aspirin and a pair of feety pajamas.
Peter.
No, you see, I know how this is going to work. I'm going to be the one who has to deal with all the tough stuff. Her medical bills, her long-term care, her living will.
Can we hold off on words like living will?
Okay, funeral arrangements. You like those words
Peter.
better? He started it.
Oh, don't turn on each other like this. Both of you are just upset, but none of this is your fault.
Exactly. Listen to Jillian. Go, Jillian.
If you want to assign blame, start with your mother.
Excuse me?
Smoking, the drinking, she was a heart attack waiting to happen.
Back off, Jillian.
Hey, I don't think I like your tone.
You don't have to fight my battles for me.
I'm gonna find myself another family.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for coming, both of you.
How's she?
They haven't told us a lot. Mostly we've just been waiting.
For that idiot doctor.
Gray family?
Yes. Right
going
here.
on?
What's going on?
Yes?
Your mother suffered a minor infarction.
A heart attack?
Told you so. Can we see her?
Follow me. She's having arrhythmia. Her EKG indicates partial arterial blockage.
What does that mean?
I'd like to run some more tests. CAT scan, echocardiogram. Who's her doctor? Okay. Family history?
Her father died of cancer, her brother had a heart attack, and her mom died young.
Of what?
This is so embarrassing.
She's a very private person.
Well, we'll know a lot more when we get these test results back. She's awake but sedated. Be mindful of her condition.
Just a few minutes, okay?
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
You look great.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, give her some space, Vincent.
I'm sorry.
So, Lauren says she loves you. She's with Michael, but I'll bring her here as soon as she gets back.
I'd prefer you did not.
The doctors are going to keep you overnight. They're going to run some tests and echo.
Cardiogram.
Right.
Do you need anything from home? We can bring you some things tomorrow.
I'll come by and help.
Sure.
Find something comfortable for her to sleep in, some toiletries.
And my locket.
I'm sorry. Did you say locket?
Yes.
What locket, Ma?
In my vanities. I'd like to have it.
Okay, sure. I'll find it.
I'll look for it, Amy.
I'll do it. I mean, I live in the house. I can find the locket and I can get the nightgown.
You have to go to work in the morning. Jillian and I can come straight here.
Guys, can we fight later?
We're not fighting.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We're not fighting. This is just how we talk.
All right, we'll dial it down or you have to go.
Yeah. You got us into trouble.
I did not.
Just drop it.
No, you drop it. You know what? You're not the president of the family, Amy. There are three of us. Right, four, and we're all going to take care of her.
I'm not competing with you. I just want to make sure
She's
that
my mom, too.
Who has the tone now?
She does not care who does what, as long as you all leave now. And let her get her rest.
Okay, goodbye.
Good night, Mother.
Oh, Judge Gray, I just heard. How is she?
Fine. She's fine. She's out of ICU and stable, and they moved her into the coronary something.
Oh, I'm so sorry I wasn't there. Nobody called me. I just found out from Bruce.
I'm sorry. It was really crazy.
No, wait, what am I doing? This is terrible of me. Your mom had a heart attack, and I'm feeling needy. This is about me being there for you. So, why didn't you call me?
Have a good day, Donna. Morning.
Your mother had a heart attack. You really didn't need to come in today.
It's not like I can afford to take time off. Besides, I can't just sit around. I need to do something.
Sometimes just being there is enough.
She kicked us out. Just don't want to talk to anybody. Vincent's still there. He refused to leave. Am I going to find anything in this mess?
Today's docket.
Tell me there's something I can really sink my energy into.
Sentencing hearing got transferred over. 15-year-old girl burglarized 2 houses. In the middle of the third, the owner came home and surprised her. She hit him with a baseball bat.
A plea agreement that imposes only 1 year of probation? Is that just me, or is that incredibly light?
Honor student, family's wealthy. They reimbursed the victims.
What a relief. She's rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Temp clerks suck! They don't actually file the papers, they just move them around. I need my own clerk.
Are you sure you want to work today?
Yeah, positive.
All right, I'll take care of it. We start in 10 minutes.
Okay. Hey, Bruce. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I meant for last night.
I know what you meant. Hello? 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 Oh!
Hey! Hi.
Holbrook, the man I was looking for.
Birthday cake? It's Carvel.
No thanks.
Hey, you better not be trying to get out of b-ball practice tonight.
No. And besides, I'm not the one who needs practice. Judge Gray needs a favor.
I bet she does.
Hey, watch it. That's the judge you're talking about. Seriously, she's had a string of temp clerks.
Oh, man, temps, they suck.
Exactly. She needs someone full-time. Anyone you can recommend?
Me.
Somebody quick, professional?
Me.
Oh, you mean actually you?
Yes, I'm perfect. I've just been floating ever since Judge Rhodes retired.
See, here's the thing. Judge Rhodes made sure his docket allows for Wednesday afternoon golf, Fridays off. Juvie isn't like that.
So?
So you won't have time to scour the building for free cake.
Hey, okay. Okay, yes, I have a lot of friends in this courthouse. Yes, these people, they're like family to me. I celebrate with them, yes, but this is not about cake. This is about personal connection. And that is something that I can bring to Judge Gray's courtroom.
All right. All right, let's go. Whose birthday is it anyway?
Somebody up in probate. Yeah, let me do that. Would you like a magazine?
Vincent, I already have a pain in my chest. I do not need a larger one in my ass.
Okay. You're not going to antagonize me out of the room. We're going to talk. All right, you can just listen. The other night, I know I said some things that...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sean, I'm not dead.
I didn't see it. I mean, I saw, but I didn't. I wouldn't let myself. You're in trouble. You're trying to tell me.
Sean?
It's so stupid. Stupid. How could... No. I'm not ready for this. You're going to be fine. You will rise.
You might want to give us a minute.
She threw you out?
Not a great time to go in.
Oh, I don't need to go in. I just want to know she's okay.
She's fine for now. You don't want to know. I got her toothbrush, toothpaste, cold cream, and her hairbrush. Is that it?
Hand lotion?
Got it.
The nice one I gave her for Christmas, the one that smells like lavender and freesia.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I found her favorite nightgown and robe. She'll need slippers, and we should get her something to read.
You're being very sweet.
Well, no one likes being in the hospital, away from everything that makes you feel like yourself. Maybe we should bring her some photographs to put in her room.
We have boxes of them down here. We could go through a few.
Well, that's a great idea. Maybe if she's surrounded by pictures of people that love her, she'll feel more at home.
Huh. I think I know what would make her feel more at home.
Your mother has a secret stash?
Not anymore.
Okay, we are here for the sentencing of Marissa Levy for 2 counts of burglary, 1 count of robbery, and 1 count of assault. Miss Blanchard, I understand Lucita Roca has been granted temporary guardianship? And, Mr. Maitland, the state is satisfied with 1 year probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
What accounts for this rare show of restraint?
Well, the defendant doesn't fit the profile of a hardened criminal. We see no reason to throw the book at her.
What is the approximate value of the lost items?
Jewelry, cash, silver, all told about $30,000.
And the Levy family compensated the victims for the financial loss, Miss Blanchard?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Sanders, who was assaulted when he found Miss Levy in his home, can I assume that he has also reached a financial settlement?
Mr. Sanders knows the Levys and wanted to help them put this whole affair in the past. The fact is, Marissa expected Mr. Sanders to be on vacation, and when he surprised her, she reacted out of fear. Marissa is no criminal, Your Honor. She's just a scared kid.
Yeah. Well, it is exactly this notion of how atypical the defendant is that concerns me. So I'd like to hear from Marissa myself.
Tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 11. Thank you.
I think this is Mom. And she's kissing some guy.
Yeah. Who is that?
I don't know, but it's not Dad. Look how young she is. And happy.
I remember feeling like that.
So do I. You know, the first time we, I always felt like I was playing way over my head. You were the hottest girl in the hall.
You're the only one who thought that.
Well, we went to school with idiots. I always, felt like I took advantage of you.
What do you mean?
Well, you were drunk the night we got together.
I was tipsy. So were you.
I kept bringing you beers, so you keep talking to me. Luckily, it worked.
Peter, it wasn't an accident that we got drunk. I liked you, but I was shy.
Wait. You're saying you got me drunk so you could... Oh.
No. The low sodium bouillon they force feed me is quite filling. Thank you.
I brought you something. The locket's in there. I didn't know if you wanted all of it. You know, there's a picture of Grandma in there alongside of Grandpa. Why haven't I seen this before?
I haven't seen it for a long time myself.
Open it.
This is what a hospital does. It takes a person from you and gives you an envelope. In return, here's my mother. I can see the way this watch lay on her wrist. She was wearing these things the night she was brought here.
Here? To this hospital?
The same. She'd caught a cold a week before, and it was snowing. It never occurred to me that mothers could become seriously ill. She always kept going. When my father brought her here that night, they said pneumonia. To him, not to me. The children were not
allowed upstairs, not in the patient's rooms. So I sat in the lobby, counting the green and black squares on the linoleum floor. And 6 nights in a row, I counted those squares until the night that my father handed me this and told me she was gone. I don't want to die here. You're not gonna die here. You're not gonna die here.
Oh my God! What time is it?
What?
The kids! Mom!
Oh! Okay, no, it's okay. It's great. It's okay. Because we have a sitter until midnight, and your mom can.
Have Vincent and Amy are watching you. Do you think that the kids had dinner yet?
Well, who cares?
You're right. Do you mind if I come home for a little while?
No, I don't mind at all.
Oh, good.
How's Mom?
She's okay. In and out of sleep all night. What time is it?
7. You got time to go home and change before work.
I think I should stay with Mom today.
I'm here. Nasia's gonna be here. We can handle whatever comes up. Mom doesn't want us all hanging around here anyway. Just go to work.
Okay, well, the doctor's gonna do a stress test and some other things before he gives her recommendations. So call me if he finds anything.
Yeah, of course.
And get her to eat.
She hates the food.
Well, she's gonna have to get used to eating a lot of things she hates. Her whole diet's gonna have to change. That means more fresh fruit, fish, fresh vegetables, broccoli.
Ugh. Mom only eats broccoli if it's covered in cheese.
Those days are over.
At least you got to live long enough for your children to become your parents. I didn't get that.
Mama.
Did you have a nice nap, sweetheart?
I did.
Of course, it doesn't really matter who makes the decisions for you. Your children, your doctor, nurses. Either way, the life you knew is over.
You look like you haven't slept in days.
You sure know what to say to a woman.
Hey, she's gonna be okay.
Will she?
Yeah. She made it through the first 24 hours. Those are the ones to worry about. You know, I remember when my mother went into the hospital, how scared I was. And that was for a facelift.
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you a lot the other night.
That's okay. I had Bruce.
Yeah. How was that?
Great. We spent some quality time together. The guy's hilarious.
Is he?
No.
Sorry to interrupt, Judge Gray, but all parties are present. We're ready to start.
Okay. I'm sorry. What is your name?
Holbrook?
Batman.
You two know each other?
Everybody knows Holbrook.
Apparently not everybody.
Rob Holbrook. I'm your clerk.
I know. I saw you in court. You're the temp.
No, I'm no temp. I'm the real deal. Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Well, just tell Bruce I'll be in there in a couple minutes.
As you wish. Counselor.
Brooke?
So, Marissa, Trinity Prep is not in a great neighborhood. Do you feel safe there?
They say it's one of the best schools on the East Coast.
Who's they?
My parents, everyone.
How do you feel about your parents?
They're great. I mean, I wish they were around more, but they work really hard so I can have what I need.
Where are they right now?
Hong Kong. My dad does a lot of business there, and my mom travels with him. They just got delayed.
Who takes care of you when they're gone?
Lucita, my nanny. She's like my second mom.
That's great. I'm glad she can be here for you. Something's bothering me. This feels like more than just a poor little rich girl who's acting out at absentee parents.
Your Honor, the state is satisfied with the plea bargain.
I understand that, Counselor, but I am not. $30,000 worth of merchandise. Beating someone with a baseball bat. This is extreme behavior. We need to get to the root of the problem in order to fix it. Marissa, acceptance of your plea bargain is at my discretion, and I'm not going to accept it until I understand what's going on with you. And if I don't accept your plea bargain, you could end up at trial. And if found guilty, you might end up in state custody for 4 years. You understand that?
There's this bunch of kids, they made me do it.
What kids?
From the neighborhood. There's schools right down the street from Trinity. They all hate us because they think we're just a bunch of spoiled rich kids.
Go on.
A couple of them jumped me one day after school. And then they pulled me into an alley and they put a knife to my throat and they took whatever money I had and told me if I didn't bring more the next day, I was dead meat. And they meant it too. They were gonna follow me home and do something to my whole family if I didn't.
Did you tell anyone?
No, I was too scared. So I started paying them off, but it was never enough.
Whose idea was the robbery?
It was theirs.
Who? I need names.
I don't know. They all have these gang names. My parents were supposed to go out of town and the Sanders were supposed to be on vacation. And I just figured with insurance it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
Can we pick this up after lunch?
Is this it? Is this all I get? I thought there'd be more time.
So did I.
You didn't know. Did you? When they brought you here?
That I would die. I don't remember. I was so tired.
Did it hurt? Daddy wouldn't say.
I remember you singing in the car.
I'm asking you a question,
Do
Mama.
you remember Maxine? Did you ever go a-fishing on a sunshiny day? Sit on the bank till the bank gives away with your hands in
Were
your
you
pockets,
scared?
in your pockets, in your
Was there a
pants.
moment when
Sit on the
you
bank
knew
do
and
the
you were
hoochie-coochie
alone?
dance?
Were you alone, Mama?
You loved that song when you were a little girl.
I don't know how to do this.
Rest, sweetheart.
I don't know how to do this.
Come on, sleep.
I know what I did was stupid and wrong, and I should have asked for help, but I didn't know where to turn. Please don't let this keep me from having a future.
When was the last time you had contact with the gang kids?
The night I got caught.
No es verdad. Miss Roja, would you like to address the court?
No!
No es verdad.
Judge Gray?
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're going to need a translator.
Judge Gray.
I'm trying to take care of something here.
I know. I'm busy. Okay, there's this girl that I have a thing for who works up in the translator's office.
You want advice on a crush?
No, well, yes, but not now. Hold on. Señora Roca, necesito que se espera un momento, por favor, porque necesito explicarle algo al juez. The nanny said it's a lie.
Miss Roca, please stand.
Your Honor, Miss Roca isn't on the witness list.
Well, your own client has described her as her second mother, and seeing as how her actual mother has not seen fit to show up, I'd like to hear from Miss Roca. And none of us know what she'll say. We're all on equal footing.
We have no objections, Your Honor.
And could you...
Right away, Your Honor.
What do you know of the situation?
¿Qué sabes de la situación?
Marisa es una buena niña, pero ese muchacho es malo.
¡Cállate, Lucita!
Marissa is a good girl. The boy is bad.
What boy?
¿Quién es este muchacho?
Vivo. Yo no permito que Vivo entre en esta casa. Pero ellos se encuentran en otros sitios. Él es muy malo para ella y ella no lo ve.
No, Lucita!
Quiet, Marissa.
His name is Bibo. She won't let him come to the house, but they meet other places. He's very bad for her, but she can't see this.
Are they dating?
¿Te sabes si Marissa y Bibo son novios?
Sí.
Yes.
Ella quiere armonizar con amigos de Vivo.
She wants to fit in with his friends, tries to dress like them.
Ellos son vulgares.
They're vulgar.
¿Por qué me haces esto?
Te amo, Marisa. Tú eres mi niña. Tú no puedes arruinar tu vida por ese muchacho.
I love you, Marissa. You're my baby. You can't ruin your life over that boy.
Okay. Okay. I think I've heard enough.
What year did the Celtics win the championship?
Last time? 1986. They need to update their subscription.
Yeah, right. The tip-off should have been Marvin Hagler on the cover.
That's a good issue. Sugar Ray took him apart round by round. He didn't run, he didn't dance, he just stood there toe-to-toe. They don't have fights like that anymore.
Apparently you haven't been to enough of our family dinners.
No, I've been to a few.
Interesting group, huh?
Families, they all have their issues.
What about yours?
Oh, we have the mother of all issues.
What's that?
My mother. We love each other. It's just we're all a little battle-weary.
Why do you suppose that happens?
I don't know. I'm tempted to offer some profound horticultural metaphor, but that would be a lot of hooey. Really, I think that people just stop trying.
Is that what's going on with my mom?
Your mother's at that point.
What point is that?
Where pain of the past meets fear of the future. It's where most fighters give up.
What are you doing here, then?
I care about her.
She makes it difficult.
Oh, boy. She's scared to let you in. To let any of us in.
Why?
She's afraid of what we'll find.
I'm not ready to lose her.
Played it over and over in my mind. How you looked when they wheeled you through those doors. It's struggling to breathe. I thought they were going to make you better.
I'm sure they tried.
Sounds so painful.
Oh, it's more painful for you. I wish I would have gotten out of this bed. Insisted on going home. If I had the chance to do it differently.
I would have climbed up the side of this building and through the window to see you. To be with you every possible minute.
I know.
You know.
Of course. I knew you were downstairs. I never felt alone. You were with me all the time.
This courtroom sees a lot of children who are dealt a bad hand. What we don't see a lot of is people like you, Marissa. The top 1%, with a whole world of opportunity in front of you. I don't believe a gang jumped you. I think you sought them out. Maybe you wanted to shock your parents. Maybe you like danger. Maybe you crave attention. In any case, I think the burglary was your idea from the start.
No.
I am the only one who gets to speak right now. We don't get to choose how or when we die, but we do get to choose how we live. And you, Miss Levy, have been living a double life. One of enviable privilege and one of violence and recklessness. But unlike the other kids that we see in court, you have a choice. Life is precious, Marissa, and you are choosing to throw yours away. So I am rejecting the plea bargain and permitting you to withdraw your guilty plea. This case will go to trial in front of another judge, and hopefully your parents will see fit to be there, because at the end, you might be going away for 4 years. And don't look at her that way, Marissa. From where I'm sitting, Miss Roca is the one responsible adult in your life. You're right. She is like a mother to you, and you should thank God that you've got her. Court's adjourned.
Please tell him that it won't always be this exciting.
Did you really learn Spanish to impress some girl?
No, I am learning Spanish to better myself. And she is not just some girl. She's muy sassy.
Welcome to the team, Holbrook.
Don't go now. Please.
It's not so bad.
Yes, it is. Yes. Let's get out of here. It'll be all right. Let me help you up.
Sing, Maxine.
please, Mama.
Sing to
We could do this.
Sing to
Let's go.
It's time.
No. Did you ever go fishing on a sunny, sunny day? Sit on the bank till the bank gives way. With your hands in your pockets. And your pockets in your pants. Sit on the bank and do hoochie coochie dance.
Where's Grandma's room?
It's down this hall. Oh, you know what, sweetie? I'm going to talk to the doctor for a minute, then we'll go see her.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. Don't worry, we brought our inside voices this time.
Good. So I spoke to your mother. She has 50% blockage in 2 arteries, 40% in a third. I'd like to discuss surgical options, but she wasn't quite ready to do that.
Surgery necessary?
At this point, it would still be elective. Her condition can be treated with medication. However, coronary bypass is the best way to avoid further infarction and encourage good cardiac health. There's also angioplasty.
Mom?
Lauren, dear, what are you doing in this awful place?
What's going on?
Well, I wanted to see you.
You can see me at home.
You can't go home.
I can. My choice. Done the paperwork.
You understand this is against medical advice.
Mom, this is insane. Can you just listen to the doctor for once? Can you just, so it's okay if she just signed herself out, huh?
She can walk right out of the hospital.
She can walk right out of the hospital. Well, that's just great because we're going to be walking her back in. Mom, can you just talk to the...
Please.
Did you get your medication? Do you know what you're supposed to do? Do you know what the... This is ridiculous, Mom. For once in your life, won't you listen to us? You're not being rational.
Leaving Peter.
Mom, what's going on? Where's she going?
Where's your car?
Why?
Mom's coming home. Previously on Judging Amy. Don't mind her. She gets cranky when she's had a heart attack.
I'm fine, really. Just, you can take me.
Mom, let me do their job. Where's your door locked?
I didn't want anyone in my room.
It's just me. Well, you don't want me in your room?
I want a little privacy, Mom.
Well, David, you asked me to define us, and I'm saying I can't. Not before I'm ready.
So what do we do till then?
I don't know. I was hoping we could just be.
Be.
What, Mom? What's going on? Where's she going?
Where's your car?
Why?
Mom's coming home.
Mom? Are you awake? Mom!
What? What are you doing?
I couldn't sleep.
Oh, baby. Come here. Bad dream?
Well, I've been thinking, and I want to talk.
Okay. Interesting timing, but okay. Wait, do you smell smoke? Mom?
Amy, hello.
What are you doing? It's the middle of the night.
I couldn't sleep.
Well, go back to bed.
Tell me, Amy, have you ever stopped to consider the human heart?
No, Mom, I can't actually say that I have.
The human heart beats 100,000 times per day. That's 2.5 billion beats per average lifetime. Amy.
Yes. I heard you. Is this your idea of outpatient cardiac care, sitting here in the dark?
Women my age, Amy, become relics, little thingies that you put on the mantelpiece to help the living fondly recall the past.
We're not going to put you on a shelf, Mom.
I don't want to overstay my welcome.
You giving up now? Is that it?
Not up to me. Que sera, sera. No one knows what's going to happen next.
Actually, Doris, I know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to put out the cigarette, you're going to get some rest, and you're going to do exactly what your doctor tells you to do. And then life, not such a mystery. 90% of it, completely in our control.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Grandma's just driving me a little bit crazy. So, what did you want to talk to me about?
I want to move in with Dad.
Don't tell me this is what she wants, Michael. This is what you want. You put the idea in her head, and once again, you made me the bad cop. Oh, I don't know my own daughter. Is that it? No, I heard exactly what you're saying. Look, I have done the custody dance before, and I will do it again. No, I'm not threatening you, but believe me, if I wanted to, I would threaten the hell out of you. Yeah, just to put you on notice, I'm not giving her up without a fight. What are you looking at?
Ah, it's one of those days.
I'm having X issues.
I'm the mayor of that city.
What do you do about it?
I kickbox.
I think that beats screaming in the car.
Your docket's jammed. There's 3 extra files on your calendar. And I took a transfer custody petition from Judge Wilder.
Well, I was a slacker.
I think I'll take the stairs.
Probably a good idea.
Well, it's called the HANDS program. HANDS. Stands for Help for Adolescents.
Mr. Potter.
And Stability. See, it allows us to mobilize resources from a
Mr. Potter, call on line 3.
Giving a phone interview. Mobilize resources from a multitude of agencies. Yeah, I said multitude. See, we've also had wonderful results with our mentoring program.
It's the guy about the toilet. He can't hold. What should I do?
Go pee at the gas station. No, not you. No, that's not a quote. Another time? Well, sure, that's fine. Okay, then.
Why is there caution tape across the door of the bathroom?
That is a long story. How's your mother?
There's caution tape around her, too.
Disturbed my 50th kid. What do I win?
Here, congratulations.
Listen, kind of need the cash. Is there anything else coming out?
Crystal Turner. She runs the street outreach program. Doesn't pay much, but it pays. And she's looking for bodies.
I got a body.
Good. Here's the address.
We are what we eat, Maxine. We can't be too careful when choosing our food. The trick is to become a label reader. Saturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, fatty acids, carbohydrates as fats.
So fat?
Bad.
Got it.
Basically, what this is about is re-education. And that's where I come in. I am going to show you that a fat-free, healthy, heart-friendly diet can actually be quite wonderful.
Kill me.
I cook this way for Peter. When I used to cook for Peter, and I can do the same for you. In fact, it would be my pleasure.
Jillian, this is all very thoughtful, but...
No buts. I am going to get you eating healthy, even if it kills the both of us. Which reminds me, I took the liberty of making a few appointments for you.
Appointments?
With a nutritionist, an herbologist, and a yoga instructor.
Yoga? Me?
8 o'clock. Bring a beach towel.
Jillian, sit down.
But I haven't had a chance to put all this...
Never mind about the... Listen to me. I am old.
Oh.
I am. I'm set in my ways. I'm a huge fan of fat, saturated or otherwise. I never take the stairs. There are places on me when I bend over that I cannot nor have I any wish to touch. And that, I'm afraid, is how it shall remain.
What are you saying?
If you truly want to help, go back to the store. Give the man behind the counter all that food. And on your way home, pick me up a burrito.
All right.
Appearances?
Brett Spurrier for the state, Your Honor.
Denise Lawrence for Tina Stewart.
DCF's petitioning for an order of temporary custody of 10-year-old Travis Stewart.
There is kinship foster care available. Joan Vento is the boy's paternal aunt.
What grounds are alleged for removing Travis from his mother?
Miss Stewart suffers from MS.
Excuse me?
Multiple sclerosis. It's a disease of the central
I know what it is, Mr. Spurrier.
Travis spent 3 nights sleeping on a cot in his mother's hospital room. A nurse phoned DCF. They found a history of sporadic, unexplained absences from school over the last few months. Travis's grades have dropped significantly, and he dropped out of Little League. DCF felt justified in removing him.
Why was Miss Stewart in the hospital?
She'd gone blind, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. My client is not blind.
How many fingers am I holding up, Miss Stewart?
2.
Mr. Spurrier?
She had gone blind for an entire week, Your Honor. What if this happens again?
Where's Travis's father?
Deceased. We found Travis's aunt, Miss Vento, after much searching. She and Miss Stewart have a contentious relationship.
Okay, enough. I want to hear from Miss Stewart herself.
Your Honor, with all due respect, the state should not be in the business of taking children away from their parents because they are ill.
I agree.
I'm not trying to set any precedent here, Your Honor. The state is only concerned with the welfare of Travis Stewart.
Let's hope so.
Our job is to give them blankets or condoms or anything else we can to protect them from the realities of life on the street.
Kids actually
Here you
live
go.
out here?
Hey, take that. What you guys need? Toothbrush? What'd you think? You'd be cruising some comfortable bedroom community in your Volvo? Hey, Billy. Billy, take this. That's all I got for now. But Dr. Peralta's clinic is open from 4 to 6. You can trust him. Go. Hey, here you go.
I can't believe teenagers end up like this with nothing and no one.
Let me guess. You're either a lawyer who lost his passion, or a professional student, or a struggling artist who needs to get a day job.
Door number 3, writer.
I should have known. You guys all have that same look, the world-weary, heavy-hearted look. You practice that in the mirror?
Not anymore.
Melanie, here. Look, I know you're tough, but it's cold out today. Just take it.
So what's your story?
We'll get to that next week, assuming you're around that long.
This whole in-your-face thing you do, it's cute.
Cute.
Nice tough girl, street chick vibe.
Okay, let's get something straight. It's not gonna happen.
What?
You and me and you, any combination thereof.
Still working on that self-esteem problem?
Just so we're clear.
Couldn't be clearer.
Hey, I brought lunch.
Taking care of me, Mr. McLaren. You get used to that. Ooh.
How's your mom?
She's doing her thing. It's fine, I guess. Lauren wants to move in with Michael, which I'm not going to go for. So don't give me the fathers have rights speech.
No speeches. Look, you know what's best for your daughter. I'm just Sorry you have to go through that.
Thank you. So, what's new in your world?
Well, I'm officially unemployed.
You got fired?
I quit.
Why?
Why not?
David.
Seriously. I woke up one morning and said, what am I doing? This is just all, it's gone.
Your desire for a paycheck?
No, rigid perfectionist, ever vigilant, never lose a case, ASA, just gone.
What are you gonna do?
Well, for now, sail my boat to St. Bart's.
It's gonna snow.
Yeah, it's called wintering. You sail down and ride out the storms in warmer climates.
How long does that take?
I don't know. 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, depending on if I stop along the way or not.
Wow. I really didn't expect this today.
Good. Tired of being predictable.
What about Victor?
He's gonna stay with Kelly's mom until I get back, or if I stay down there for a while, he'll fly down and meet me when school's out.
You're gonna be gone that long?
I don't know. All I know is I'm leaving as soon as the boat's provisioned.
I really don't know what to say.
I don't think there's anything to say. I just wanted you to know I'm going.
I woke up one morning and I couldn't put my feet on the floor. It was the most excruciating pain I ever felt. Luckily, Travis was there to call an ambulance.
And what did the doctors say?
They did a million tests and eventually told me I had MS.
And how do you feel now?
I have my good days and my bad days.
What's a bad day?
I still have the pain in my feet in the morning. Some days that's only bad, and some days it's agony.
Can you still take care of Travis? Can you make his breakfast, his lunch, send him off to school?
Yeah. I set my alarm an hour earlier than I used to. That way I can work through the pain by myself in the morning before Travis wakes up. Most days, he never has to see me at my worst.
How do you think he feels about your illness?
Objection. This is awkward, Your Honor, but I must object to your question. It calls for speculation.
She's his mother. I think her insight into his state of mind is important and relevant. Overruled.
I didn't ask for this, but I'm doing it. I'm making the best of it.
Do you have any other family that can come and stay with you? Anyone to pick up the slack if necessary?
No. All I have is him. And all he has is me, which is why we need to be together.
This is St. Ambrose. They serve free hot meals here 3 times a week. A lot of our regular kids know to come.
Yo, you late, dog. I waited a half hour for your sorry ass.
I'm sorry, I was stuck training the new guy. Leon, this is Vincent.
What's up?
Hey, you straighten everything out with Dax?
Didn't you ask me to?
Leon.
Look, he said he wouldn't report me as long as I did that stuff at the store. I mean, I ain't stupid. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, I know. How's your studying going?
And that's all right. You know, this equals that and you're good. Just some of the other stuff be throwing me off, though.
What are you studying for?
My GED.
I'm embarrassingly good at standardized tests. Do you want some help?
Well, what's your name, man?
Vincent?
So what are you saying, Van Gogh? What, you want to help me?
How about tomorrow?
I don't need you till noon.
Look, you know where Kinley Park is? You know those tables where all the old men be playing chess at?
I'll find it. 10 o'clock?
All right. Look, just don't be late, man. I got a life.
You be careful out there, little brother.
All right, later.
Not bad. Thank God.
I'm terribly sorry. There must be some mistake.
Are you Maxine Gray?
I am.
Then this is yours.
Well, this is crazy. Who in their right mind would send me a... Yoo-hoo! Oh, dear.
Hi, Mom.
Peter, Kindly inform your wife that I have no, and I want to be immensely clear on this point, no use for that monstrosity.
This will allow you to exercise at home to make it part of your life.
Jillian, I know you mean well, and it's not that I don't appreciate it. However, I am dangerously close to strangling you.
Mother?
Peter, I am.
Inside. Look, Jillian's just trying to help. The least you could do is make her feel like it's working.
I'm the one who had the heart attack. Why do I have to take care of Jillian?
Because she's a member of this family. Would it be so hard for you to grin and bear it? To go to one of her appointments and just sit there? I'm not asking you to bend over backwards. It would be really helpful if you could just appreciate her a little.
Peter, you're in love with your wife again.
I was never not in love with her, Mom.
All right, fine. You win. I will go to one appointment. One.
Great.
But I'm not getting on that treadmill, ever.
I'd like for everyone to begin with some simple stretches.
Everybody's naked.
Oh, it allows for complete freedom of movement.
Does that include the freedom to move right out of this auditorium?
Mom, you chose this.
Over a hypnotist and an herbologist. And you said you weren't asking me to bend over backwards.
Namaste. Well, Anusara means to flow with grace by saying yes to the whole magical spectrum of life. So we embrace the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the full rainbow of sensations.
Oh, dear God.
Gently move to half moon pose.
What was the first one? The full moon?
Only for the man in back of me. I can do this one.
We call this the corpse pose.
That figures.
Why do I feel like Diane Lane in The Perfect Storm?
Come aboard.
Been working very hard.
Yeah, put in a desalinator, redid the wiring. Got a satellite phone. Had to fit at the galley. You gotta get down there and look at the starboard porthole. You can see half horizon, half water.
Why didn't you ask me?
Ask you why?
To go with you.
You just said no.
You don't know that.
Your mother just had a heart attack. You're having trouble with Lauren.
My mother's driving me crazy, and my daughter wants to move out with me. Maybe you're not the only one who wants to get on a boat and sail away. You could have asked.
Come with me.
I can't. I mean, I can't. No, I can't go with you indefinitely.
Come with me. I promise we'll stay maximum 2 weeks. Scout's on.
Why are you doing this?
I have to.
No, you don't.
I do.
It's arbitrary. You could store your boat like everybody else does. However that is. You're choosing to do this.
Yeah, for me. I love you, Amy, but I can't be here and need you all the time. Come with me and we'll sleep under the stars. We won't have any distractions. We can talk, just be. Come with me.
When?
Tomorrow afternoon.
So, Doctor, in the simplest terms, can you tell the court what MS is?
Well, basically, the body attacks its own central nervous system. What makes MS so confusing is that the central nervous system controls the whole body, so symptoms can present anywhere.
Which would explain why Miss Stewart had problems with her feet and then her eyes.
Yes, those are two very common complaints.
Is there any way to predict whether Miss Stewart will have another episode in the near future?
None. Some people have an episode and then never have another one for the rest of their lives. Other people experience a swift decline. There's no way to predict.
So she could never have another episode.
Entirely possible.
Or she could have another episode tomorrow.
Also entirely possible.
Is there anything to be done?
Well, we're experimenting with an antidepressant cocktail that should clear up some problems.
I'm sorry, antidepressant?
Depression is one of the worst symptoms of MS. The great thing is we found that antidepressants also alleviate other MS symptoms.
Does Miss Stewart suffer from depression?
Yes.
And how would that affect her ability to parent her child?
That depends. Worst case scenario, her depression becomes so debilitating she can't get out of bed. People who suffer from severe depression lose all ability to function in the real world.
Well, I need to hear from Travis before I make any decisions, and I'd like to do that privately. So I'll see Travis and the attorneys in my chambers.
At noon.
Okay. I'll see you then. Thank you.
Yo, good looking out and help me with everything.
No problem. I like this stuff.
Really? I mean, all these dead guys and their big words.
It's like music to me.
Oh, wait, don't tell me you're gonna compare the Shakespeare guy to, like, Alicia Keys or something. I mean, 'cause she's dope. This guy is boring.
It might seem like that at first, but he grows on you. I had this professor in college.
Yeah? Well, where'd you go?
To college?
Yeah.
Wesleyan.
It's probably some girly school in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, actually, it's in a decent-sized city.
Yeah, well, I'm going for NYU. You know? The real city, Van Gogh, where all the action is.
It's pretty tough getting into NYU.
Yeah, so?
So nothing, so go for it.
Well, that's why I'm here with you, right? I mean, it doesn't help my rep any.
You got a rep?
Hell yeah, I got a rep. You need one when you're out here.
Must be pretty rough out here.
Not so bad.
Gets pretty tough out here at night.
Look, just get on my face, dog, all right?
It's just that. It seems like you don't belong out here.
Look, why don't you stick to something you know about? How about that?
Whatever you want.
Look, maybe you could tell me why this guy named Bottom turned into a donkey, or tell me what this cracker was smoking anyway.
What position were you playing?
Center field. I'd been on third base, but then Tony Tisdale transferred to our team and coach put him on third.
That sucks.
I'm still the fastest on the team, though. I steal a lot of bases. Sliding's fun.
Do you miss it?
Nah.
Are you worried about your mom, Travis?
No.
How do you think she's doing?
Fine. Okay. She just gets sad sometimes.
How sad?
She just... Sometimes she stays in bed all day.
How does that make you feel?
I can take the sad part. It's when...
What? I'm the judge, Travis. You can tell me anything.
She tries to hurt herself. One time, I found her at the bottom of the steps. I don't think she fell. One time, she cut herself. There was all this blood.
It's okay. It's okay.
I can't leave her alone. I can't leave her alone.
Honey,
What are you doing?
I'm making lunch for your mother. Swiss chard sandwich with almond butter on multigrain bread. And for dessert...
Jillian, let it go.
What are you talking about?
My mother is never going to change.
She went to yoga.
Yeah, for one class, and that was only because she was trying to be nice to you.
I'm not going to give up on your mother, Peter. Even if she gives up on herself.
Look, my mother is pretty set in her ways, and it might save you a lot of heartache if you could just accept that. Oh my God, is that the
treadmill?
Yes. Yes.
What's going on, Van Gogh? Take care of whatever you had to do?
Yes, I did, Ponce de Leon.
What'd you just call me?
Nickname. It's the Spanish explorer who discovered Florida.
Hey, let's just stick to Leon, all right?
Got it. Look, I got some good news. Got a couple leads on places for you to live.
What?
My friend Sean put me in touch with a couple of group homes. I talked to them about you.
You did what?
I told them I'd bring you by.
You told him my name?
Leon, you're like 5 seconds away from being okay.
This ain't the deal.
I can't imagine how hard this is for you. How angry you must be at the arbitrary nature of this disease.
Are you going to take my son away?
I'm trying to figure out what's best for him.
It's not my fault I have MS.
No. And we're not sitting here because you do. If that was the only reason for removing Travis, I would have dismissed the petition. And if any other judge had removed him on those grounds, I would have led the protest. This is about depression.
You think taking my son away is going to help that? He's the only good thing in my life.
It's too much pressure for a 10-year-old boy. He won't leave the house because he's afraid of what you might do to yourself. He's cut himself off from his friends. He's skipping school.
I don't want him to be upset. I'm sorry he's upset.
I know you
But
are.
I'm his mother.
Yes. And being a mother means putting his needs first. Shivering through the night so that he can be warm under the blanket. Suddenly realizing that you're not hungry because there's only enough for one. Sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. And I believe that if you weren't struggling with depression, you would do everything you could for Travis. But you are struggling. So this is my job.
Don't take my son away. Please. No one else can love him as much as I do.
No one is questioning that, Miss Stewart. I was hoping that you and I could figure out a solution together.
I will not give him up. I can't lose my son.
No man is ever going to hurt me again. No one. Not even you.
I hurt you? Laura, look at me. When a man has everything in the world...
It's fat-free. No butter, no salt, no flavor.
No, thanks.
The movie isn't bad, though.
He wants to hurt someone as he's been hurt. You were a long time finding out about
So David wants me to go to St. Bart's with him.
That's over now.
Are you going?
Should I?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Amy, I am not Dear Abby.
You're not dear anything these days, Mom. You might try to be a human being again, assuming that's still possible.
Do you want to go?
Yes. No.
I agree. Problem solved.
Lauren wants to move in with Michael.
When you were Lauren's age, you wanted to go to India.
Yeah, I remember. You sent me to Indiana.
Nature camp. After 2 days, you called us weeping, dying of homesickness.
This is different.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, Amy. Besides, you already know.
First it was Jacoby, then Shelby, and now I suppose I don't think we should see each other again.
Hey!
You guys okay?
Hey! Vincent! What happened yesterday?
What do you mean?
Leon missed lunch today. First time in 4 months. What did you do?
Talk to him about a home.
What kind of home?
Group home.
Leon was surviving. After 3 group homes where he nearly lost an eye, had to clean toilets for food, and fought off a rapist, he was actually finally on track.
On track? He's living on the street.
I know where he is. Or at least I did.
He's different. This kid is better than this.
Oh, so now you could tell the difference between who deserves to be on the street and who deserves a better life? Well, I've got news for you. These kids have more in common with each other than you have with Leon.
I don't understand. How do you do this? Tell me. How can you leave these kids on the street?
Because I understand the value of what we do. We help them through the day, and then we help them through the night. That's the gig. You don't get a cape, and you're not a hero. Leon! Leon! Has anyone seen Leon?
All rise.
Parties or prison? I'm ready to rule. Well, this case goes to the most fundamental human relationship, that of mother and child. At its best, at its highest form, this relationship is about doing what's best for the child. And sometimes that doesn't feel good. Sometimes it breaks our heart.
Your Honor, can I speak?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay, Miss Lawrence. What is it, Miss Stewart?
I think that Travis should stay with his Aunt Joan.
You understand what you're saying?
Yeah. All that matters is that Travis is safe. And happy. Whatever has to happen for Travis to be all right. That's what I want.
Okay, I'm ordering that Travis be placed in the temporary custody of his paternal aunt, Joan Vento, under the proviso that she move into Travis's school district. And we'll drop a supervised visitation schedule for Travis and his mother. And we will meet back here in 3 months and talk to Miss Stewart's doctor about the status of her depression. Miss Stewart. Thank you. Okay, tell me.
What?
Why you want to move in with your dad?
I don't know. It's nice there. Quiet. It's just me and Dad.
What do you guys do?
Not much. He always has papers to grade, and I always have homework. So we sit at the table together and do that.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, he remembers everything about history. And he's sitting right there, so I can ask him questions.
Well, you can always call me up at work if you have a question.
It's nothing bad about you, Mom. I just like hanging out with Dad. Haven't got to do that much.
I know.
I mean, he's my dad.
I'll call your dad. Maybe you can spend a couple more nights there a week. We'll see how that goes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Oh, my.
Just about to shove off.
You really say things like that, huh? Shove off.
I was just leaving. The wind's in my favor. I got a couple hours of daylight. Yeah.
This is for you. It's French. La mer means the sea.
I thought for a moment you were gonna...
Don't make this any harder than it is.
All right.
Be safe.
Some help?
Thank you. I have everything under control.
I know, but...
Back away from the fireplace.
Happy to.
What's that?
It's called not beating joining.
You're not going to make me have some big heart-to-heart conversation, are you?
Nope.
All right, then.
Expensive joy, a kiss of the hand, maybe.
No, it's important that you watch this because you may have to need these moves one day.
I do those moves every day. Look at she, look at her.
I wanted those gloves so much. I did. I wanted the ones that just, I wanted those gloves. For the.
What's up?
Hi. How's David?
Gone.
Would you care to join us?
Looks like you got everything under control.
Amy? Honey, I've lived this way for nearly 66 years.
Okay, Mom.
And I think I'm just going to let it take me the rest of the way.
All right, it's your choice, Ma. I'm going to bed.